My name is Omar Ahmed from grade 5A. I am going to talk about the sun, the earth, and the moon. Now, I will show you some words we should know to understand the topic. Number 1. Spacecraft. A machine launched into space by rocket. Number 2. Star. A body in space that gives off light and heat. Planet. A body in space that revolves around a star. Orbit. The path taken when a body moves around a larger body in space. A camera on the spacecraft Galileo took this image of the Earth and the Moon on its way to explore the planet of Jupiter. The image shows us that the Moon is much smaller than the Earth, and they are surrounded by black empty space. They are constantly moving in the space, but they make the same movements all the time. The Moon moves around the Earth, and the Earth moves around the Sun, and the Sun lights up part of the Earth and the Moon. The first body I will talk about in this topic is the Sun. The Sun is the biggest star. Is it shining? The Sun is the center of the solar system, and all the planets make their orbit around it. It gives the light and the heat to the Earth. The Sun is a ball of gas. It is composed of hydrogen, helium, carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen. The Sun is too hot. The temperature on it is 5,800 degrees Celsius, and its rays are harmful to our eyes and the skin. The Sun is much bigger than the Earth and is far from it. The distance between the Sun and the Earth is 93 million miles. Now to the second body in the topic. I am going to talk about the Earth. The Earth is the third planet of the solar system. It has a spherical shape. The Earth is the only planet to have life. It contains oxygen, gas, and water that help the humans and animals and plants to live. It reflects the light of the Sun. The Earth rotates around its axis every 24 hours, one day. That we get the day and the night. The Earth revolves around the Sun in an orbit every 365 1/4 days, 1 year. That result from it the 4 seasons. Now I am going to talk about the third planet, that is the Moon. The Moon is like a planet. It doesn't make its own light, but it reflects the light of the Sun. It is much smaller than the Earth. The distance between the Moon and the Earth is 239,000 miles. On the Moon, there are a lot of craters, and there is no air, no water, and less gravity. The life has never been found here. The Moon moves around the Earth in an orbit and changes its shape every 28 days. We can see all of the Moon all the time. We see different parts of it depending on where it is. The first man has visited the moon is an American astronaut, Neil Armstrong, on the Apollo 11 mission in 1969.
The moon, the sun, and the
I will
earth
show
are
you a
connected.
video to understand the topic more
The
clearly.
moon rotates around the earth. The moon takes approximately 27.3 days to complete one orbit of the earth. The earth rotates around the sun. The earth takes approximately 365.24 days to complete one orbit of the sun. As the moon orbits the earth in this way, only one half of its surface is always illuminated by the sun. And generally, it's only this illuminated half of the moon that's visible to us. The proportion of the illuminated half of the moon visible to us varies from 100%, the full moon, to 0%, the new moon. The appearance of the moon is categorized into 8 phases called lunar phases. These phases are determined by the relative positions of the moon, the earth, and the sun. Phase 1 is called the new moon. In this phase, none of the illuminated half of the moon is visible to us on earth. Phase 2 is called the waxing crescent moon. Phase 3 is called the first quarter moon. Phase 4, the waxing gibbous moon. Phase 5 is called the full moon. At this point, 100% of the illuminated half of the moon is visible to us. Phase 6 is called the waning gibbous moon. Phase 7, the last quarter moon. Phase 8, the final phase, is called the waning crescent moon.
What we have learned. The sun is the biggest and the hotter stars. The sun is the center of the solar system, and all the planets make their orbits around it. The earth moves around the sun in an orbit. The moon moves around the earth. And thank you for watching.